always active in whatever he is assigned to do or whatever he believes in. We are surely going to miss him because the committee he chaired, the moment he started work as chairman of that committee, he changed the entire trajectory of the committee for the better. The committee became very, very active. Committee on Public Procurement, it was everywhere, making sure that entities, agencies of government, ministries, always abide by procurement law, making sure there was always value for money in the areas of contracts award and so on and so forth. He really showed that he was someone that has the interests of the people in his heart. No wonder the people of Edo State deemed it fit to elect him to be their governor. It shows that what he was doing here in the state, and of course, his track record has been appreciated by the people of Edo State. He's a man of honor, someone that doesn't talk much, but full of action. A man of few words, but action. Yes. He changed everything in that committee. The committee became very, very, very active. Ministry were afraid to do anything that was not in order, or anything that was not in line with the procurement law. Once he started, he sanitized the entire procurement process in this country because everybody was afraid. Nobody wanted to do something bad. I didn't know that the people of Edo State were watching, looking at what he was doing. And that's why, of course, he's not elected. So that's why we tell people, do the right thing. When you do the right thing, the sky will be your limit. He was doing the right thing in the Senate, and now the people of Edo State have appreciated what they saw in him, what they are seeing in him. So please, remain on the track, the route you are on. Be focused. And he has started. Already has started. We've been watching on TV. The way has been changing, turning things around, the positioning of Edo State, so that the state will witness a resounding development. A development that is will be unprecedented from the way it's going. I'm sure it's going to change everything in Edo, that Edo State will be better for it. Once again, on behalf of my people that brought me here, and indeed my colleagues, I congratulate our brother, Senator, His Excellency Monday, for this well-deserved victory. And I urge him to continue what he's doing for his people, what he's doing for Nigeria, because he has been remembered. People are showing appreciation. And I'm sure this guy will be on limit. Congratulations once more.
Neda Imaso, representing Edo South Senatorial District of Edo State. May I, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, welcome my fellow Edolites to the chambers. As you have earlier remarked, these are distinguished personalities, our friend and our colleagues here, His Excellency Okpebholo. Welcome to the chambers, and we are glad to see you and have you here back with us again, even though for a very short time. As the Deputy Senate President remarked, we miss you, and we know that as the chairman of the procurement in the Senate, the legacy you left is such that the distinguished senator that have come after you has a big shoe to fill. We also know that you will take this experience to Edo State and to replicate what you have done here to make sure that our state, Edo State, enjoys your hard work, which is record already proven before us here. We know you are a man of very few words, but you are a man of action. And for the very few weeks that you have been on the saddle now in Edo State, you have proven that. You have attacked some of the failing and ailing institutions in the state, and you have also put up your own agenda on how to rescue it. And so we congratulate you. You have the support of your colleagues here, I know. And I also know that you have able men and women behind you in Edo State. You have His distinguished Senator Martin Oride, who was a member of this hallowed chambers in the 8th and 9th Senate, where he chaired the Committee on Public Accounts. Your work speaks for you, and we stick and say it. Thank you for those services. Obede Hamad, thank you for coming. And the former Deputy Governor, thank you also for being here. Our Attorney General, the former minority leader in the House of Representatives, a man who is astute and hardworking, for His Excellency Okpebholo to be able to harness this level of intelligent men to work in his cabinet, it shows very clearly that he's actually facing and working towards the right direction. And we know that at the end of the day, with the support that he has, that he will do well in the service of Edo State. So you have our prayers and our support, and we welcome you and congratulate you for your victory. Thank you, Mr. President.
Oshomole, I represent the great people of Edo North in Edo State. Let me join you, sir, Mr. President, and all my distinguished colleagues to welcome back to these chambers a young man who made the mark under 1 year of his membership of these chambers. I am not exactly sure, but I think distinguished Senator Monday, now His Excellency the Governor of my great state, the heartbeat of the Nigerian nation, is the only one, to my recollection, who has had the fortune of seeking to be elected as a senator for the very first time, and the people of his senatorial zone obliged him. He was so elected, and while in the Senate, within a year, the entire people of Edo State found him a fit and proper person at a time when our state had given up, when we had an emperor instead of a governor, when we had a tyrant who tried to run down both traditional institutions, destroy the social life, alter very negatively the economic fabric of our great state. And our people needed someone to rescue them. And so they found in distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, who Edo people have now christened Akpako Rescue. Some say Akpako Miracle, etc., etc. Like everyone has said, I'm sure we all can say one thing about distinguished Senator Monday. I have never met a man as humble as distinguished Senator Monday. His humility is infectious, and yet, even as we say he's a man of few words, he made for that through action and sustained action in a manner that is clear and discernible. Mr. President said, we in Edo State, we are so happy. I can go home now without fear. And in 1 month, exactly 1 month, he was sworn in on the 12th of November, and today is 11th of December, exactly 29 days or 30 days. He has gone in history as one of the first governors who ordered 1 week, started making appointments of men and women who will help to shape the economy and the social life of Edo State. He has already taken bold steps to restore respect to the traditional institutions in Edo State, He has already started doing those things that will affect the infrastructural development of our great state that have been abandoned for many, many years. And all those he has appointed are people that some of us already know, like the Attorney General who is seated by him. A man who made his mark that a former governor here, who was also a member of the House at that time, as a minority whip, who could whip even majority to order in his days as minority whip under the ACN. So I want to thank you, sir, Mr. President, for the leadership you provided, not only while he was here, but also for all the support that this Senate, under your leadership, provided, morally and otherwise, to support, encourage, and do everything that you could do other than coming to vote, which you are not privileged so to do because you are not registered in Edo State. But you relocated to Edo to give us solidarity where we needed it most and reassure us that we were not alone. On behalf of the great people of Edo State, who are very happy that we have a new sheriff in town, a progressive sheriff for that matter, I want to thank you for your leadership, for your care, for the support, for all the senators you mobilized. Even when the former governor wanted to come and raid the INEC and change figures, some of our senators here became boxers to protect the votes of Edo State. I will mention Asuku, for example. I don't need to. Just to say that I'm so excited that he's back here to tell us goodbye. But maybe it's only bye for now, because who knows? As people like Lalong have done, like people like Ojikalu and His Excellency, the Okomo Senator, who knows? He might be coming back here after 8 years to come and complete his senatorial obligations. And I'm sure by then he will be richer in wisdom, in experience, and exposure. And he may just find this place the kind of place he should end his political career. Thank you so much for this privilege.
Before you stop, I thought it was from your senatorial district.
No, sir.
Okay.
Because from Edo Central.
Okay, otherwise you may retire you when he comes back.
Sir, by the time he's coming back, I will have already retired.
Okay. So conclude.
Because if you add 8 years to the current figure, I do not intend to do, I do not intend to do 3 times here.
Okay.
So anyway, on a serious note, we are happy that in 30 days, Edo people are aware that there is a new governor in town, humble, resourceful, committed, intelligent, few words but maximum action. Thank you for the honor of granting him permission to enter along with other senators, including distinguished Senator Matthew Ruhide, who left a mark as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. He is still accounted to us, by the way, publicly in Edo. And there is also the one from the House of Representatives, Ihama, who also made his mark in the House of Rep. And we have a current one, Odi, who is already doing very well in the House of Rep. So he's surrounded by very eminent men, and I'm not so sure there is a woman. Of course, a former deputy governor who I told him I will beg my colleague not to walk him out because he didn't dress properly. When I was governor of Edo State, the deputy governor then as majority leader denied me entrance to the House of Assembly on account of the fact that I was wearing khaki. They woke me out, they didn't allow me to present budget, and I went back home and dressed quote properly before I was allowed to present the budget. Today. So when he came in today without a cap in his khaki, I said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. We will forgive him, but if he tries next time, the rule of the Senate will be read out to his hearing. And he told me he will not do it again. But let me cut it short. We have a former, I think he's still the South youth leader of our party. So the governor is well protected by a powerful delegation that escorted him from Edo to pay this farewell visit to this distinguished Senate. Once again, to all of you distinguished senators who supported us in our struggle to reclaim the state for the people of Edo, we are very grateful. Senator Monday, you are welcome. And I thank you for the honor you've done to me as a person and the one you have done to all those who have met you after you became the executive governor of the greatest state in Nigeria after Okpebholo.
My sir, of all the speeches, the last sentence was the best. So just to end it, I would like to, two people will say something, and then we close it at that. One is, I've already said that after a while, you become immediate past governor. After you become, when your successor finishes, they now call you former governor. And then when that your next successor, the one that succeeds you, finishes with the one that succeeds him, they now call you ancestor. So let one of the ancestors say something before Okpebholo goes, by way of advice to the incoming or the new governor of Edo State. Your Excellency, Governor Goje, you are now an ancestor of Gombe State.
Danjuma Goje, representing Gombe Central, and former governor, and now Christian as an ancestor of governor of Gombe State. Anyway, I'm happy to be an ancestor because it's a matter of pride for one to be a governor for 8 years, then to help install another governor for 8 years, then to help install another governor who is going to be 8 years. That's an achievement, and we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us that opportunity. We are not very many in this country. There are millions of Nigerians, over 200 million, and I don't think we are many in that category. So thank you, Mr. President, for giving me that opportunity. Mr. President, I'm not from Edo State, but this governor, the brand new governor of Edo State, is one of us. And will continue to be one of us. Because once a senator, it's a senator for life. I never knew Excellency Monday until 2023, after the elections. And when we were about to choose the leadership of this Senate, that's when I knew him. And since then, to date, I give him my highest respect for one thing. You see, if you are a man, if you say, I will do this, or this is A, no matter the pressure put on you, you remain in that position by saying it is A, and I'm going to do this. During the last elections, Monday came under tremendous pressure from left, right, from big people, from his constituency, from those near his constituency, very powerful people. Unfortunately for him, he has a very powerful senator very close to him. And there are so many of them also. But Monday kept his word. He kept his word to the end. But having done that, when the whole contest was over, he accepted the reality and the result of the contest and came to accept the leadership that emerged. with sincerity, with honesty, with commitment. And that's why I'm sure that's one of the reasons why, despite the fact that he is a member of our party, the APC, the Senate President had to relocate to Edo State to ensure that he became a governor. If Sunday had not behaved well, I know our Senate President, if Monday did not change and behave well to him, no matter the issue of APC, the Senate President would have found one excuse of another to be absent from Edo State. But I'm sure it is because of the way Monday accepted his leadership, despite the reasons that made him not to initially accept him. That's why he decided to be there and help to ensure that he won the election. I want to advise His Excellency to continue along this line. You will never regret when you keep to your words. You will never regret when you take a position knowing that your position is correct and never change the position. You will never regret. You can be intimidated. You can be blackmailed. You can be pushed around. But if you know what stand for is the correct thing, stand by it, Excellency. You will go places. At least that's my principle. At least I've been in this system from Second Republic as a member of House of Assembly as a young man, and from 1999 to date, I was either a minister or governor or senator to date. And I think one of the things that came to me is the issue of standing by my position. I say it as it is to the best of my knowledge and stand by it. Those that have worked with me, including the Senate President, knows my position. I'm sure if you go like this Sunday, like Senator Oshimole said, maybe after 8 years, you will come to Senate, or not Senate. You can be the Vice President, you can be the President of Nigeria. The sky is your limit, going by your disposition. So I want to congratulate you. I also want to give you my second advice. My second advice is that despite, I know that Edo State, the contest was very, very, very hot. The state has been polarized into two, led by very powerful forces. Very, very powerful, very intimidating forces. But now you are the governor of Edo State. You are the governor of everybody. You are the governor of everybody. You are the governor of everybody. What I want to advise you is to try to reduce the opposition, reduce the dichotomy, reduce the fight. At the end of the day, you will emerge more victorious, you will be more stable, you will be a happy person. When I became a governor of Gombe State, it was a tough fight. I fought against a sitting governor who spent only one term, and I seated him. After 4 years, I went and I fought it and I removed him as a governor. It was very, very tough. But what did I do? Having taken over as a governor, I look at his own people, those key people that are, not him, those key people that are really very powerful. Look at their interests. Look at what they want. By my second year, more than half of them became PDP. To the extent that when I came to run for my second term, it was a walkover. Please, Monday, don't maintain the dichotomy as it is now. Try to reduce and weaken the other side. Strengthen your side and weaken the other side, and you will succeed. Thank you very much. May God guide you well. Thank you. And God bless. Director Samuel Lalong, the member representing Plateau South. I know in Jos, the governor of Edo State is from Plateau North constituency. First, I want to thank God for this opportunity. To our club, my club and Shomole and others, the vertically challenged. We have another governor. We have another governor. Let me, on behalf of the good people of Plateau State, I know that His Excellency spent more than half of his life in Jos. Plateau is known for producing governors and donating to states. Namkwamo is one. Syria Dixon is one. Even in the southeast, we produce Okorocha, Rochas Okorocha. His Excellency Goje is also one. I can go and name all of them that came from Jos. Ojikalu is one. Your Excellency Mwande, you are one of the about 8 or 9 produced from Jos and made governors in other states. Plateau State produced even presidents of Nigeria, including Okpebholo Tinubu today. You will never fail. During the inauguration, I saw, and I thank you very much, all first-class traditional rulers in Plateau State were in Edo. This is the first time that I saw first-class traditional rulers, all from Plateau State, were in Edo for his inauguration. That is to say that he is also a son of the soil. As I was telling Comrade Oshomole, I said, I hope he has collected his CFO from me, because the first CFO that he bought a property, I'm sure in his life, CFO was from Jos. So go back and take your CFO first, because you will always come back to Jos. On behalf of the campaign council too, we thank God for producing him, a gentleman. When I came to the Senate, I keep on asking him, I said, is this really the right place for you? I asked him one day. He said, whichever God put me, I will do. Because I said, look, you look too much a gentleman for the Senate. Little did I know that he was going to another place, Edo, to be the governor of Edo State. We pray, our prayer is that at the end of the day, as we watch you, many former governors have said, you are almost going to be a GSM too, perhaps. You will be a governor, you will be a senator, you will be a minister. You will be a minister if you want. So to thank, once again also add to Mr. President, without you, this success would not have been, this victory would not have been possible after God. I followed exactly your determination, I followed your commitment, and I saw at the end of the day you were there live up to the last election. So we congratulate you, and we congratulate the governor and his entourage. I saw his entourage, all of them are my friends, very good friends of mine. And Shaibu, if I talk about Shaibu, he is also a Jos man now. Shaibu grew up in Jos, not school, not only school, and a very keen golfer like me. So I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And Mr. Governor, thank you, welcome. You are one of those with humility that can be governor and even come back to the Senate to recognize that you are in the Senate. God bless you, and God bless people of Edo State. Thank you.
Amen. We may now invite Governor Okpebholo to bid farewell to the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Mr. Senate President, distinguished colleagues, today I stand before you in this chamber, marking my transition from my role as the senator. I'm overwhelmed with mixed emotion gratitude and pride. The Senate, as I have to know, it is a place where individuals with diverse ideologies come together to share ideas and find common ground. It is a home of wisdom.
You see, the microphone is not working well. So tell one of your boys to go and check.
Your sense of humor, refreshing, and ability to steer this chamber through challenges commendable. To the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barab Jibrin, your wisdom and presence have been guiding force. I also want to acknowledge all my distinguished colleagues in this Senate. In this chambers for their friendship, support, shared commitment to our great nation. A special mention goes to my father, leader, dependable Senator Adams Oshomani. You have been my standby companion through thick and thin. Being from the same state, we share a bond that goes beyond politics. Your unwavering support and wise counsel have been enviable. And I know I can always count on you. Advice as I take on my new responsibility. May God bless this Senate. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
My left-hand side is very quiet, in two groups. This side is excited because they won. This side is quiet because they still can't believe that they lost. But I must say that even here, some are indifferent because their political party did not contest. That is ABGA. So they are indifferent, but they are looking at the mood of the sitting. For the first time, the civil senator Nengi did not raise his hand because he does not want to make mistake of saying something. When he leaves here, his political party will go and sanction him. Is a friend? It's your friend, but then your political party is watching you, and they are watching you live. So if you endorse Monday, they will say we are in court. So I want to close with a letter from this side. The civil senator, Okpebholo, Governor Edo said, we wish you well. You are a man of few words, but enormous action. Your attitude shall determine your altitude. All you need to do is to leave legacies in the minds of Edo people. In the Senate, you are very amiable. There is nobody here that had any issue with you. You did so well that the Senate recognized you as chairman of public procurement, a duty you carried out. I know a number of people called me and were saying, oh, the Senate Committee on Procurement is inviting me to show procurement papers and to show this. Distinguished Senate President, can you intervene? I said, no, I'm not in the business of interfering in the works of the committees. So go and see Senator Okpebholo and show your papers that you went through due process to award the contracts. So as you are departing from the Senate today, we believe also you are also departing from your position as chairman of public procurement. And therefore the Senate in its wisdom has decided to name a new chairman of Senate Committee on Public Procurement in the person of Olajide Emmanuel Okpebholo. Okpebholo, you may move forward and shake hands with your outgoing chairman. He will hand over all properties of the committee to you, and then you will carry on the job henceforth. It looks like they are almost the same size. Congratulations to both of you. Well done. So let me now go to the other side to conclude it. The President of the Senate. Mr. President, declaration of vacancy, Edo Central Senatorial District. The body of this letter refers. I write to bring to your attention, pursuant to paragraph D of section 68 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, that the seat of Senator Monday Okpebholo, representing Edo Central Senatorial District, has become vacant. This vacancy has become necessary following Senator Monday Okpebholo's inauguration as the governor of Edo State, and in accordance with the Constitution, his seat is now deemed vacant. And we invite you to so declare. I respectfully request that you declare the seat of Edo Central Senatorial District vacant in compliance with the provisions of the Constitution, and request the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct immediately fresh elections to fill the vacancy accordingly. Please accept, distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest regards. As always, this is signed by Senator Abamoro, PhD, Doctor of Literature. The other one, FIAMN, I don't know what it means, but I've seen one that is FCPA. That may be Fellow, Chartered Public Administrators. Am I right? Fellow Chartered Public Administrators, and also the Senate Minority Leader. So in line with your letter and the Constitution, the seat of Edo Central Senatorial District is hereby declared vacant. And INEC is accordingly invited to conduct fresh election to fill the seat left by distinguished Senator Mondo Okpebholo. I thank you for your visit to the Senate. This is the last time we'll give you the opportunity to enter here. So you may step forward, take a bow, and then you'll be laid out by the Sergeant at Arms.